soon as we started, my watch comes up and says, "Close your rings today, Patrick."
Close them.
Close
My
your
watch,
rings.
my watch flirts with me. It goes, close your eyes.
My watch. This, ever since I got my Apple Watch, I've loved it except for 2 times.
Tell me.
And that's when I'm doing something like walking more than I should. And it comes up and it like my watch buzzes. I think someone texts me. I look at it. And it's like, it looks like you're working out. Are you working out? Would you like me to start?
Nope. It's teasing you.
That's how you know. That's how you know you're out of shape. It's like, oh, I walked.
That's
like
I
a quarter
could
of a
tell
mile,
you.
and my watch thinks I'm working out.
I can tell you 10 million ways I know I'm out of shape. First one, looking in the mirror. Immediately I know I'm out of shape.
Walking up a set of stairs.
Second one, tie my shoes. That's a tough one. That's tough. Like,
Can we stop there for a second? Listen.
why is it so hard?
Listen.
100%.
I asked myself that question the other day. There is no comfortable way for me to tie my shoes. And every time I do, I have to hold my breath. You literally,
Dude, it's the worst. You know what
you trying to time fast. Bring it to you. Bring your knees up.
Dude, every time I get up from that, I'm like,
Exactly.
like I feel like maybe my new workout regimen this year is going to be tie my shoes 4 sets, 15 times a set.
There you go. You know what?
Tie, untie.
You know what?
1. Hold on. Look. Tie, untie.
2.
Tie, untie.
3.
I did say I pushed myself. I did double knots and untied them.
Yeah.
I had to find them with my fingertips.
Listen, you might be onto something. We might need to condition our workouts to everyday routines. Sit-ups,
That's true.
sit-downs,
Yep.
stand-ups,
Sit-downs.
sit-downs. You know what I mean?
Holding cups. Like you get a weight and you're like,
Just bring it
oh,
up.
that's not going to go over well.
Yeah, no, it's like,
What's he doing? He's getting strong. It's a cup. No, sir. He's like, no, it's a cup. I'm working on.
Look at the diameter.
Working on some at-home things. It's like I'm trying to get stronger.
Listen, you got to take into account the diameter of the cup, okay? Yeah.
I'm trying to.
The 4 cups. You can do 4 cups. Like,
those are good.
put that down.
Yeah. I do. Sometimes it gets hard to hold the snake.
It does.
When I go to the potty.
You got to hold it.
And so I practice that. That definitely is weird
You
for
need to
people to
practice
see.
the hands up.
The old
Oh, see, Pat, being a person of color, when you said the hands up, I'm like, whoa, don't shoot.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Don't shoot.
Wow.
You
Hands
with your
down.
Hands up.
Hands down.
do it
Hands
with
down.
shoulders.
See something, say something.
Sorry, no, sir, I'm athletic. I know.
You start peeing.
Who always look up, cover the A.
Who do you
the
play
S.
for? Yeah.
No, I'm just athletic, sir.
Who do you play for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All sports.
All sports.
I'm a skater, rollerblader,
That's it.
a scooter, and a skateboard.
I'm telling you, Joel.
Like you're the ultimate.
Yeah, everything.
Hey, you're the ultimate dude if you scooter, skateboard, skate, and rollerblade. Like you're that guy.
Yeah.
Scooter, skateboard,
Rollerblade
rollerblade, and skate.
and skate.
He's like, listen, it's easy. Listen to me. It's easy, guys. It's all about the 3 S's.
He's all. I'm a quadrathlon. I'm a quadrathlon.
It's easy. It's so easy. It's skateboarding, scootering, and skating. Skateboard, scooters, and skates.
skate.
I go to all-night skate. All-night skates, I'm there. I have a yearly membership. I don't have to pay a walk-in. They know.
Listen, they know who I am at all night skate. Okay.
You always want to talk to where you know how strong it is when you're losing. You just talk to you're out of breath. And then I told him that like when it's so important that you got to get it out in that breath. Like you could breathe.
Yeah.
Like you could stop and just. And then I was telling her,
There's no
no
point.
way. But you're like, and this second,
Listen.
no way.
That's the equivalent of grabbing all the groceries in one trip.
Always.
Yes. 100%.
Always.
Sure, you could go back. You could go back, but what's the point?
Yeah.
Go ahead
look
and get it
down.
over with.
My fingertips are white. I can't feel them for 2 days.
Because you have coupled them.
As you get older, your hands get stuck like that. You're like, "Gah." And your friends are like, "Oh, you carried you got grocery hand."
Yeah.
It's gonna be a.
Those are the years I
He's
lived
got
in the
the
third
grocery
story
hand.
apartment. That's what a third story
guys,
apartment
hey, let's
does
go.
for you.
What's up, guys? What's going on? You guys good?
Okay, stop.
All right, very good.
Man, I tell you, that's real life.
Telling you, man.
That could
Telling
be
you,
another
that's
part of the
how it
workout
gets,
regimen.
bro. Yeah, just the
This is real
groceries.
life.
You gotta hit you gotta hit the totes. You know what I mean? Hey, I think we need to market that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just
Real life workouts.
real life workouts.
Yeah.
You know
I'm,
what I
I'm
mean?
telling you, bro,
Yeah,
that's viral. That's viral material. You talk
Listen.
about niggas that go viral, that's it. That's it.
Like you say like this. You say, "You want to please your wife? You want to impress your friends? You know, you want to hold that cup and never strain." I don't think I've ever strained from a cup.
don't
Like if you get a cramp from if you're like, oh damn,
Put it back down. You're in big trouble.
like
You're in big trouble.
in trouble. If your heart
You
rate
might
is
need to
going
get to the
up,
doctor.
yeah, you
need
got
to get to the
problems.
doctor.
You might need to go see somebody. You know what I mean? Seriously.
yeah, that is the truth. Son, please. It
I
looks
was
so
gonna say,
weird. You look
there's-
like a weird cherub
Asher in the
standing
background.
over my shoulder. It's like some, hey, Dad, are you going to do it? You should do it. You should really do it.
He's the angel.
No,
He's the
go
angel.
there.
No, he's the devil.
Listen, if peer pressure was a person, Asher would be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
he would
should
be
do
it. Yeah.
I just love how Pee Wee Herman did.
should totally do it,
I know, and I look over my shoulder. It looks like he's standing on me like a parrot.
You should totally do it, Dad.
There should be
It's
times
true.
like
If I were
Asher
you.
just like pops up.
He does. He just does
boink.
that. That's his name. What's his name? What was his name again, Nick,
Yeah,
for the
Grubby
movie?
Jerk.
Meatball.
Meatball. That's what Meatball does. He just
Meatball all
hops around. Hey, I heard you guys were talking about robbing a bank. Is that what you guys are going to do? You guys going to rob a bank? Yes, Meatball. No, we're not,
So I
Meatball.
watched a YouTube video on how to do it. I can help
What you want to do is make sure you disable the security immediately.
I can ride with you guys. You want me to ride with you guys?
They have buttons. They have buttons.
I don't know if I could do it.
He would use the word patsy. I'll be your patsy.
Go away. I'll tell you. I don't think. I think there's one crime that I'd be scared to commit. Like there's no go. There, in my mind, there's no getting away with robbing a bank.
Sure.
No.
There's no way. Like you don't hear about, oh, they got away with $4 million. No, they usually get chased. They destroy some stuff. You end up
Yeah.
in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't seem like the safe bet. Neither does robbing a grocery store or something. I just think it's too much time it
Robbing
takes.
anything, yeah.
I think
Robbing
for me,
anything.
even if we got away with it, I would get busted for buying dumb stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they would know it was me that did it. You know what I mean?
Sure. I just think it's it's an unprobable crime. I'm trying to be the probable criminal if I'm going to be one. Like I'm going to do things that maybe you don't get caught doing.
Sure.
Like I'm not going to pick the crimes that there's a good chance I'm going to get busted.
Yeah.
yeah.
You stealing cars, people know what their car looks like. They got a license plate on it. Boom.
There's no longevity in the stolen
Yeah.
car.
Assassin. I don't think I don't. That's
Yeah.
I don't.
I
That's
can't,
too
yeah.
far.
Like too much work. That's a lot of work to be
I
honest.
mean, how does that feel? Like you just take people out and just go have dinner.
It's like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Rat a tat tat. Oh, can I have some more tea,
Yeah.
please?
And then everything's a euphemism. Like, how was your night? It was to die for.
I don't think so. But it's just how do you live that
yeah.
that like the murderous lifestyle?
Do you have to?
How do you just go about your day? You just take somebody out at 2 a.m. and at 7 you're at work having some coffee, talking to Sue about Saturday.
As an assassin, do you think you would have to have a certain look, the look of an assassin, or you would just have to?
No, I don't think so.
Super blend all the
think
time. Because I think
I think
movies
I
get it all
wouldn't-
wrong. Movies all the
No, I think I
assassin
wouldn't wanna look
always
like it.
looks like an assassin. They always have like a.
I'd want to be a really fat, out of shape assassin that you just think he's like, oh, he works here.
Right. And then you're gone.
Yak him, yakking him.
Yak 'em.
Like that. That's the new one. Yak
Has
'em.
it-
Yeah,
It has to be
yak
a
'em.
prerequisite for an assassin that they were like have military experience, right?
I don't know. No, you could come from a broken home or the bad city and just be ready to murder.
You've never seen
people.
American Ultra? You need to do your research.
I think that if I'm rich, maybe I would be more likely to be an assassin.
Sure, 'cause you got
I have
resources.
I have better ways of getting away with it.
It's true.
You know,
You got resources.
I use unmarked bullets.
Oh yeah, ice
Become a
bullets
politician.
because they'll melt inside.
Yeah, they melt inside you. They kill you. And then ice bullet. Oh,
I forgot what movie that was. But that it was ridiculous.
I know. In
had ice
in Blade, they had the light
UV,
bullet.
the
Remember
UV
that?
bullets. Yeah, they were all
Yeah, just- I don't think you could hold light in a jar like that.
lighting in the bottle.
That's not realistic.
UV light in a
It's
Yeah,
like
they
a
just
concept.
got it. Put this in the bullet.
Just snap it. Yeah,
They shoot it in there. They shoot it in there. Oh,
Whoa.
my light went off.
that was weird. That was weird. Did you see what happened? He went,
No.
whoa, and his light went off. Like he made it happen. That was weird. Talk about holding. Hey, you just
Gotta watch that
you
back. I
just
think this
proved you
podcast
can't
is
hold
getting
light
on
in
it.
a bottle. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Hey, that is a fact.
That creeped me out.
Did it go out? Like, did it go out, or did it just turn off?
It's the.
It just-
no, it's my So that computer
Just went dim. Which one? The one I gave you?
Yeah.
Stinky.
Like the charge thing won't light up. So I was plugging it into that, and it just gave out.
This is epic content.
Stinky. That's poop.
Come back there.
That's wild.
That was the craziest thing ever. That's weird, man.
We told Joe when we started this podcast that he can't show us superpowers.
And there he goes.
And here we
There
are.
he goes.
Here we are.
He's always got to show off. Always got to do something subtle like,
We're
oops,
about like
I didn't mean to,
10 or
guys.
12 episodes in.
My fault.
Oh man,
That was the
Told
weird.
you not to show your superpowers, Joel.
what good timing was
We're
that?
like, and it just goes off. Like, there's no way.
I was like, what? The light just shoots in there,
It
and
just went
my
doop.
light just goes.
Joe's like goes. Whoa!
Yeah, immediately, right? It caught me off guard. I said,
That
"What?
was wild, man. So, what do you say? Ready to kick this thing off? Are we ready to go?
Let's run this beast."
All right. I'd like to welcome everybody back to your favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday, and this is the podcast. And I'd like to say, first of all, thank you, everybody that's tuned in. Please continue to tune in. I'm your host. They call me Nick Clemency. With me always is Patrick Price and Joel Reyes, two of the best hosts to be ever on a podcast. And so what's going on, fellas? What's happening?
Not good.
Oh,
Got a leak in the roof.
that's never fun.
I regret buying a home.
Welcome
This
to
instant.
home ownership. Welcome.
I feel like I'm going to have to take a loan
Yeah.
on my home, and if I do that, I'm going to remodel everything.
I
If
would.
I'm going to pay back, then, what's bump
You
it.
have insurance, don't you?
I do have it. I just don't know how that works.
I'll help you out. Don't worry about it. You're not alone.
Taken care of.
You're not alone. We got you, bro.
That's what homeowners insurance is about.
I just don't want to wash dishes anymore ever
I
again.
feel you, bro. I feel you.
Yeah.
Again, but no, it's a good day. It's Wednesday. I'm excited. We
Yes.
got 4 podcasts getting ready to drop at the same time, right, Pat?
Yep.
Busy man, dude. You know we're not no hard feelings, dude. I get it.
Yeah.
No,
Just if there's any way that we can help,
I
let
truly
me know.
feel bad because we do this, and we've been
No.
so good, and my life has been hellacious the last 2 weeks.
It happens.
Well,
It happens.
hell is 9 to 5.
Hellacious.
It don't
It's
stop.
9 to
It
5.
don't stop.
It's
I
9 to
wish,
5.
dude. It would be a blessing if my days were 9 to 5. A
Yeah.
blessing.
Hey, blessing granted, G.
You're
I'm
welcome.
so tired. I look.
Oh, shucks.
It's been a long time since I've been so tired. I look.
Oh, sheiks.
Oh, sheets of
That's wild.
I tell you, I
That
haven't-
is wild.
I haven't felt the urge, man. I have not
telling you.
felt the urge to bald these lips. I don't know what's
You
going
don't
on.
need to. It's
It's
just,
you
it's
at this
there.
point. It's just you. It's just who you
there.
are.
It's
you
a
know?
part of you.
It holds a. You know what's funny is that I see my. You know how when you walk to someone's house,
Yeah.
you see your reflection because they have a glass door.
Mm-hmm.
It still catches me off guard because I do like. I work in electricity now, right? So I wear the typical Mexican worker
Sure.
outfit now, orange shirt, jeans, So when I walk up on someone's house, I'm like, "Who's he?" Hola. Oh shoot.
Oh, that's me.
there's I.
That's me.
Catches me, man. And I love, the other day, this guy, I was walking into this store and it was like 4 black dudes and they're like, "Hey man, come here for a second." I was like, "No, I'm good." He's like, come translate this for us. I was like, English. I said, "English, bro." And he's like, "Well, just come check it out. Come translate it." I said, "Bro, English, man." And there's
I'll
like
blow.
4 of them.
No, I'll blow.
And this dude goes, he tries to roast me. He's like, "Oh man, go on, Mario." Because my mustache.
Oh, wow. That's
You
all
know
I
what I
had.
said? You know what I said?
What'd you say?
I said, "Let's," and I walked in the store. That's right. You know what I mean? I did.
Love it.
I said, "You
still haven't
want some?"
seen
I'm
that
at this
movie.
time, I know I've been saying I'm too old to fight, but for some reason I'm in this mood where I'm like, man, I wish a mother lover would.
Tell 'em throw 'em.
I'm never in that.
Or do I?
Or do that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, do I want to? Like, maybe I'm all talk right now.
Sure.
Maybe I'm that guy who's like, "Oh, I swear, I would knock him out.
Till it was time.
I would. My
mean-
kids are here. You can't do that. I'd knock him out, man. If we wasn't outside, I'd knock you. If we wasn't at the park,
Yeah.
I would knock you out.
Let me tell you something. If this weather wasn't so good, I'd knock you out, bro. But it's 82
Hey,
degrees.
only
It's beautiful
I'm
out
telling
here.
you.
I want you to enjoy your day, son.
I want you to know right now that if I didn't have fists, I would knock you out. I'd knock you out right now with my nose.
Hey, let me tell you something. These 2 feet right here, the only things keeping me from chinning you, bro.
Hey, let me tell you something right now. Hey, listen up. If these boots wasn't made for walking, they'd be kicking.
Let me tell you what they would do.
I can't get them to do anything but walk.
These is walking boots. If I would have worn my kicking boots,
My fighting shoes.
It'd be different.
I wore my dancing shoes this time. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'd like to fight, but I got my dancing shoes on.
Right.
I can't break.
Hey, but sometimes dancing and fighting is one and the same. It's a euphemism.
It is. It is.
Hey, is you ready to dance? Because I brought my
ready to dance.
I brought my dancing shoes.
Let me tell you what, I ain't danced in years, but I will happily jump back on the floor for you.
Listen, bro.
I will happily.
I'm gonna 2-step all over your face.
2 steps, 3 knucks. You're getting them.
3
knucks. 3 knucks. 1, 2, 3.
You have to ask yourself, like, where did they come up with these phrases for, like, tussle? Like, who tussles?
Just like this.
Like, hey, let's
Just like this.
You want tussle? Huh?
I mean,
like, what?
It's real.
What does that even mean? What does
life.
What does to tussle mean? There's so many.
To tussle.
There are so many.
Let's look it up.
Depends on what context.
Oh, I might say, hold on. You know what we're gonna do? Hey Siri,
You and me is tussling.
what is the definition of tussle?
As a noun, tussle means a vigorous struggle or scuffle, typically in order to obtain or achieve something. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
As a verb, it means engage in a vigorous struggle or scuffle.
Vigorous
saying?
is such an interesting word to use.
So-
Tussle is a
It's
real
the late
thing.
Middle Ages.
It's the
late
late
Middle Ages that came about.
You and I are going.
What? We're going to. No, you gave me an. Made me I was going with the English accent, but you went with the country accent. So I switched to the country accent. And I'm like, we're going to tussle.
You and I are fitting a tussle.
We're tussling here.
Why don't we do
Great
a role play
Britain.
scenario where an old English person is going to tussle with a redneck?
I don't know about no old English.
I know about OE though.
I know about that. Oh, a more liquid.
40. A 40. You know what I'm saying?
Whenever necessary. You feel me, G?
Oh, man, listen. Bro.
Let's don't get into that.
3,000 views. I know we don't have that's not a ton, but 3.1 thousand views on Facebook. And Facebook's like, hey man, only 2% of videos get this many views.
Yeah. That's
2%. Only 2%. Like, you're telling me Facebook
Dog is
standards
good,
are so but Facebook standards are so low that 3,000 views is the top 2%.
Hey,
Like, that makes me think about, when you hear, I'm an OnlyFans top 2%.
that's true. Yeah.
So what?
Killing the market.
You got 3,000 fans out of 200 or 7 billion people in the world.
So we were talking about that, right? It just comes down to the algorithm, man. And that's the thing. They don't even really explain the algorithms per se. They just say, "Oh, it's the algorithm." But what part of the algorithm do we catch? Because
Beautiful wife.
like Joe made a good, like we usually like on TikTok. I'll give you for example, right? When I put out the Scroats video, like we topped out at like 8:30, and it's just like you hit this certain number and you just immediately plateau, right? But there's this thing called shadow banning, and Joe made a perfect point. Like we're literally getting shadow banned, so we don't even know the full potential of these videos when we put them out.
Bro, we cannot. And this is, where my stopping point is? Pat, I will have a video hit 200 views, 300 views in like 10 minutes
Boom, 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 boom,
and
boom.
max out at 650.
Yeah, like that doesn't make sense.
I mean, I don't understand the momentum. Okay, like if it's funny and I'm getting, when I'm telling you I'm getting likes, it's like boom, boom, boom. Like I'm getting likes, do, and then it's done.
Yeah.
And then it's 1,
It's so weird.
2,
Let me see.
4, 2. And the algorithm changes so much, dude. It used to be you do short clips, you get a ton of views, right?
Yeah.
Now they're kind of saying you need to post long clips because that's the YouTube way. And YouTube and TikTok are in this huge competition right now for content. And so that's why TikTok went from those short videos to adding the 3 minutes. And I think you can go further now. And that's why YouTube has shorts now, like
Right.
10-second shorts.
Try to keep up,
So it's this constant. And the question is like, well, what is the move, dude?
Yeah. It's
'Cause
hard.
if it's not it's not based on whether you're funny or not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's based on, are you hitting the right things at the right time?
Yeah, it depends on. I think it depends on because I've researched this a lot. Brian,
too.
like out of everybody that I know, Brian is the one that understands this the most. Brian K.
Yeah.
And he it's all about, like you said, subjects. But it's like are you in it for the short game or the long game? So like
Right.
YouTube is always a long game,
Right.
and YouTube is like it's content based, so it's like you post as much as you can. So if you
And
post
same with
every day,
Same
and
with
it's a
TikTok.
simple- yeah, it's the same. It's like a simple system of like the more you post, it's like so when you finally get that viral clip that hits,
People can go through it and check out all your
yeah,
junk.
people go watch all your other videos, and it just creates more and more
Well, here's
like viewership and more hours of viewing and more ad content and all this stuff.
Well, see, here's the dilemma with so it switches, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say I watched this a couple videos today because I have been looking at the same thing because I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
Now I'm not mad. I'm just like, dang, dude, these are legitimate funny things.
Yeah.
Like if they were crap or we were just posting like, hey, what's up? It's Tuesday.
whatever, yeah.
We got a podcast or whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. We're posting legitimate setup punchline jokes,
Mm-hmm.
full bits, funny content, original stuff. Nothing is generic. Nothing is overdone. Yeah, we do the same thing, but that's what people do. You find your thing, you just run it, right? And that's what I'm doing. We're running them.
Yeah,
Here's the thing, Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying Mr. Beast messed everything up because of the quality of the content he puts out,
that, yeah.
the editing quality, the amount of money that goes into it, the extent of what he did. This dude counted to 100,000, like on just. For it took him like so many hours and just nonstop. He did it. He like that changes the game right there. When someone's like, "I'm going to go this far," he went to that same restaurant 800 times or whatever he did. It's just it's it's whatever the big thing is at the moment. It shifts, and so it's hard kind of to keep up with if you're not already established when it moves.
And you know what the craziest thing is? You know where he's from?
Yeah, here
Greenville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
I know.
It's crazy.
Where his headquarters.
But my thought is this, Nick.
I mean,
Pat,
go ahead.
I'm just going to
Sorry,
keep pushing. I'm just going to keep
that's all you can
posting.
do.
I think
because
this is,
We're
this
just
is
like
what-
sales, bro. One's going to pop.
what needs to happen
You know.
is- and it's my fault because I have all the social. It's like we have our social pages, but we never like nothing ever gets put on them. you
I know. Yeah, I know. I wish I would
So
post
I
to it
need
because
so I need to get you guys if we all have that access, we can always all post.
Yeah.
And I'm serious. Like we all have these nice phones
Well,
that we can just shoot stuff like simple content and put up. And it doesn't even. I'm okay with it not even being like hey, is this cool?
no, who cares if it's cool?
Yeah,
it's just content.
it's just
It's just
post.
content.
Post.
So,
post.
It was
And that's what we're doing with TikTok, man.
It was described, these like TikTok was actually described as a literal wave, right? And just like you said, you got to be able to move it, right? When it's at its peak, that's when you got to pop because otherwise it's going to go back to a low. And it's for everybody. But there's
It
also
hits everybody.
Hits everybody.
Even big creators, dude. I've seen
Absolutely,
some
yeah.
dudes. They're like, I've seen some people ranting on it, like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, I have this many. I have 700,000 like followers, and I've got 130 views or
Capping out.
200 views.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but like it is. It's a way for everybody. And it's just, but when it's high, that's when the content peaks, and that's when stuff goes viral, and then it'll go.
Well, it's just knowing the content.
But it's just that's
Because
and that's
right
the
now-
thing. Like you don't see it coming. It'd be different if you could say, "Oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes." But just like a wave is unpredictable, right? It's
Yeah, and
just
it
when it's
sucks.
high, it's high. Everybody's profiting, right? Or not profiting,
Yeah.
but everybody's getting pulled and getting pushed, and everybody's
Yeah.
videos are popping. And then when it goes back low, it affects everybody. It's just some people can sustain because they got a lot of content they can bank on, and so
And that's the plan. I'm just bagging all this stuff, and I'm telling you, have you experienced posting something that got like 80 views?
sure,
It's like,
it does.
yeah.
Holy
All the-
crap!
Like, and you know,
I posted something on Facebook. It was a banger.
yeah,
Okay, it was the bone one, the marrow one.
yeah,
right?
all the marrow was
Super
funny. Yeah.
12 views.
It's like that, man. It's like that. It was one I posted on Instagram.
But it's sitting right next to 3,000.
Yeah.
2,000.
But I will tell you,
what
I
we
will
need-
tell you
what
the
we-
hardest platform to shake on though, and it's Twitter. Twitter is the hardest
Oh, I don't even
platform to shake on. I literally, I kind of had
I
to
don't
stop
have
because
Twitter.
I was just getting frustrated because I'm like, man, I'm getting no movement on Twitter. But then you got to remember, Twitter's a glorified corn spot now. You know what I mean? So
Twitter
I can't keep up with that.
It is, and
Twitter's
it's
like
for
a
famous
political
people.
social.
Yeah,
It's for
social platform.
it's where normal people go to listen to famous people or political people rant.
But-
right? It's not.
But it's also a gateway for OnlyFans. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like I had to get off of there because I was like, holy smokes! Like every other post is something naughty, and I was like,
business idea
go.
right here, Nick.
Yeah.
Business idea.
go for it.
We open up a tanning place called Only Tans,
Ooh, right next to Spa Dave's.
and we have that same look.
Yeah.
OT instead of we just take
yeah.
the F off.
Right.
Right. That one down.
There you go.
Only
The
tans.
F and the T.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Making money
Hey.
off of that honey. Buzz.
Not only will I be a CEO, I'll also be a client.
Hey.
You remember those commercials?
You need a tan.
Not
Man,
only
I
am I
have
the
tried.
CEO,
No, I remember begging you to get a tan.
I need to try it. I've never. I'm scared.
No, can we do this? Let's just buy the bronzer.
Yeah.
The bronzer.
Put it on your
Yeah.
body.
Okay, I'll be for
Okay,
that.
how about this? How about this? What if we
Let's
just do
take
neck
him to
up?
Spray tan.
Neck up.
Let's just do neck up, Nick.
Well, listen, I'm gonna do the whole thing. If I'm
Wide arms.
Let's go.
I'm like, hey, y'all.
Let's go get spray tan.
no,
That's
if,
what-
hey,
that's what we need to do.
If I'm gonna
We
do
all
it,
need to go
I'm
get
gonna go all the
spray
way. I'm gonna go all the way.
Let's do it. I'll
I'm
put
gonna
in
do it.
half
Never-
the money.
You guys
half
ever
the
done
money.
spray
We'll
tan?
split it. No, I'm. Here's the thing. I'm scared of
Patrick.
regular tanning.
What?
You know what I mean?
You don't need
People
to
like
do
me
that.
don't tan.
Joel is a bronzer. He's a natural bronzer.
But I think if we're asking
Nature's
Nick to do
bronzer.
it, we all need to go get spray tan. And just
we're
document it.
Joel-
we're humans, honey.
Listen, Joel's gonna turn gold if he goes and gets bronzer. Solid gold. Yeah.
I'd come out. Oh, you know how to come out. You don't play. I'd come out purple. Is what I'll come out.
It's,
Yep.
That Indian tan.
He's gonna have
Indian
that.
tan is like Indian tan is purple.
it's black tan. Yeah. It's dark
It's
tan.
purple. No, it's purple.
It's blur-
It's like I've seen purple dudes.
yeah, it's blurple.
And I mean
Yeah.
that with the nicest
Oh
sincerity.
no, sure. But that's what they are. Yeah.
Like dude, you know, I just realized my window's open and I live in an Indian neighborhood. I need to cut that out.
You're gonna be protesting in your front yard. We heard your content. We heard every word you said. You get out of here. We want you out of our
I swear,
neighborhood.
this is what I'm doing. I'll go out there like, what is this? What are you guys doing to me? You're tormenting me because I'm not a Patel. They say, you're not a Patel. We know you're not. We saw you. You're not a Patel.
You're
And I
not
say,
a
you're not a Patel.
You're not a potato. You are
I'll say,
not. That's
I am a naughty Patel.
I am a naughty potato.
I'm sorry.
Very naughty.
What'd you say? Very naughty.
Very naughty
Oh, well.
potato.
Time to make fun of the Mexicans. You know, that way they don't feel bad. You know?
Listen, guys, we make fun of everybody. Speaking of
Bring
making
them all
fun of
in.
I've decided to go a little controversial, if that's okay.
Or no?
Because we usually
Off the rip?
Off the rip. I'm
Let's
gonna go a
hold it.
little controversial. Oh, come
Okay,
on,
okay.
man. But it's
Okay,
and
no, run it,
Maybe we're
run
too
it.
safe, and that might be our issue. Maybe we're too safe, and I'm not gonna go too deep, but maybe we're too
Hey.
safe sometimes.
Let me tell you something right now. According to OSHA,
Yeah.
you could never be too safe.
Never be too safe. So check this out. Now listen, I'm gonna be very delicate, but I couldn't help but find this funny. And I sent
Safety
you something,
first.
But you didn't respond back, so I'm gonna go for it.
Safety first, because safety first, then friendship, right?
Safety first in friendship, right? So this
Yeah,
is I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna put out a correspondence. Listen,
I didn't know what to say. I read it and I said, I don't know.
never mind then. I'm not gonna do it.
No, I'm down.
Do it.
I was I'm excited. No,
So
shut up.
I don't even know what you're talking
I'm kidding.
Okay,
I didn't
go.
send it back. So check this out. It's because I find it more funny. So I'm not even going to do a disclaimer because we always do a disclaimer. Anyway, so Pat, there's this thing, because I haven't talked to you, Pat. Pat, there's this thing called
Going in blind.
trans lesbian. Trans lesbian.
Lesbians.
Lesbians. It's a pretty good one too. So trans lesbian.
Sounds like a gay band.
Oh, hello. We're the
We're the
Tresbians.
Tresbians. I'm Barb and I'm Barbara.
My name's Spinny Barnes.
I'm Spencer with a C.
My name's Patrice, but it's a name for a man. No, so it's called trans lesbian. So basically what happens is there are men that become trans women who then turn around and only want to date women.
So they're
straight.
like- yeah.
Essentially, they're straight.
Essentially they're straight, but they're
They
under
want to dress up.
That's
they
what
want to
we're
be a
saying.
woman or identified as a woman.
But I think about it, and the reason I find it funny is because is that really, really genius, or is it really, really desperate? So if you're the
I don't know.
if you're the guy that can't get a date, but we know that hey, if I go trans and then I go after women, I'm still in the pool because now I'm actually getting women, even though I myself identify as a woman. Or is it
Here's the only way
Would
that
they
works.
do they have
Here-
traditional sex?
Here's the only way.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, they're trans. Right?
but they're trans, right? Yeah.
They're trans with a man's part.
They're trans with the man's. They're trans as a man's. they're man's trans.
Like that. They're trans with a man's. part.
That's why I said it's funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. It's funny
No,
to
so
me.
here's
Yeah.
here's my thoughts
Like,
on that. I think
this is the door we've opened. with
No,
this
let's
shit.
go.
Oh,
Because sometimes we're too safe. We're
no,
yes.
no. I'm still gonna be safe.
No,
I'm still gonna
absolutely,
be safe.
absolutely.
No, it's,
Absolutely.
Like it's respect. It's we have
It
like,
is.
respect people for like.
Here you go. Here,
Yeah,
okay,
go
my
ahead.
thoughts. Right. I think that maybe they're just playing dress up, and
Yep.
they're just like. And no, my thought is really I say you're a straight guy if you keep your man's voice. Hey,
Hey, what's up?
like I'm a lady. I'm just a lady. Sarah, come here, baby. This is my wife. I'm a lady.
That's me.
Yeah.
You know, like I think if you keep, I think it maybe like that, it would be
Yeah,
straight.
I think that's the best.
I think
it's
to their
just
credit.
it's guys that want to dress up like women,
Right.
which there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It is
Yeah,
what
I
it
agree.
is.
Agree.
fact.
Yeah, I have
That's
no
what you wanna
judgment.
do,
Yeah.
then go do it. But
Yeah.
you don't have
You know?
to.
And it's not, and let me say
I
this,
have a-
it's not a new trend, but it's just something I was just recently was brought to my attention.
It is like it's
Because it changes. It changes.
Can I-
daily. Yeah, go ahead.
it's like there's.
I
no
do want to
end.
say, I want anybody out there who is, thinks that, oh, they're talking about this, talking about that. We make fun of straight people all day,
All day long. Yeah.
every day. I make fun of Pat and Nick all day.
All day.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
So
at the,
please,
at the
it's
end
just
of the
we're
day,
just talking.
It's conversation.
Yeah, it's not
At the-
anything.
like, it's
Yeah.
conversation.
Us three have had this conversation numerous times, and we have tons of friends that are gay, tons of friends that
Yeah.
are trans, tons of friends that are all races.
Right.
We all come to the agreement. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Is we don't give a shit what you do with your life.
Correct.
In your life, as long as you are happy.
Just be a
That's
good
as long
person.
as you're doing something that you're happy.
My thing is this.
then, and you feel like you're who you want to be, then go be it.
Yeah. My whole thing is this. We should not be afraid to say what we think is funny if we are not being offensive. We could go deep, but we understand that we can't do that, right? One, because
How deep?
people are people, right? People are people, right? So we respect human life, we respect people individually. As you can tell, we've dropped 0 names because I don't know any trans lesbians. It's just a phrase that came up, and in my brain,
Tresbians.
right, however you want to say it, right? But in my brain, it's just a funny thought. Like, dang, if I can't get a woman as a straight man, then I can go transmen's and then get me a woman and still do my thing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna. That's as far as I'm gonna go. It's just a
Well, I mean, it's the
funny
same-
thought to think like,
It's like
dang, I'm
just-
gonna go.
just for
I'm gonna be a real lesbian.
Well, here's
yeah,
it's just for like example purposes. It's like saying, hey, I read on the internet that this guy that owns his own business got upset because his sales weren't where they wanted to be, and fired himself, and then hired his wife to take over the business, and then hired himself as like the assistant manager.
basically.
And you're like, well, where in the hell, like what? How does that make sense? You know?
Yeah.
It's the same concept of that. It's like, okay, so you wanna do this, but you're this, and you want to do. So it's not necessarily the idea of this person being that. It's just the interesting aspect of life in like going through those streets to get to the destination.
Because, and let's be honest, back in the
I know that
go ahead.
I know that it's easy, like for guys, right?
Yeah.
Like it's very different for like going I think it's harder to come back from if you're a guy, if you're a straight guy.
Oh, sure.
Or you're someone who's gay and then go straight, right? It's harder to come back from that. Like people
Yeah.
are always
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he's gay."
Yeah,
Where girls can kind of
they can go back and forth. They can
Go back and
switch.
forth.
yeah, they can interchange as much as they want,
there's
and it's
never-
never a question really.
It's a flawless transition back and forth. They can go girl,
Well, I think
girl,
it-
by girl, back to and
Well, I think it changes though when, and this is judgmental of people. It changes when the girl changes her appearance, right?
oh sure.
Like then it's an issue.
Oh, sure.
Like, oh, why is she wearing boy clothes? Why is she
Yeah.
wearing boy clothes?
Yeah.
Now it's an issue because now you're a lesbian. You're not like
Yeah.
a lesbian. Now
Yeah. Yeah.
you're one of them
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and that sucks. But
Yeah.
but the point is, it's so much harder for dudes to
Well,
that maybe
to go a bit further, along with not only appearance change, women always have a backstory why they change. Right. And what I mean by that is, he hurt me. So now I know I can go to a woman that's going to love me for me. And then you go to the woman that loves you for you, and then all of a sudden, well, I just realized after about 3 months, I still love him, or I still love men. So it was just a wave in my life,
she's not taking you back.
She's not taking you back. Yeah,
you thought you just wanted to go be with the man and come back, and kind of just take you back.
but men can't have.
I don't think. Yeah, I've never been broke up with.
Men can never use that same excuse when it comes to it, right?
Yeah.
We just
she hurt me.
she hurt me, so I'm gonna go play for the. I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna go play for left field. You know what I mean?
Here goes Nick. You go. Why are you gay?
I still haven't seen that clip.
Oh, if you don't go watch that clip, Patrick,
That callback right there. And then Nick goes, cause she hurt me.
But
I don't think. Yeah, it's
why
that's-
gay?
that's-
It's just.
That was incredible.
had that in the chamber, right?
What's insane about that? I mean, since we're talking about like weird things in the world, so what's insane about that is
It's
if it's
funny.
a talk show, no matter what country, we know how talk shows work.
Right.
People write the questions. They go through like the process of divvying up the questions. How are we going to ask this? How are we going to ask this?
Why
So
are you
that
gay?
question went
But
through
he just
all of that.
He just
And
went
then
straight
the
to it.
host is just like, hey, we're just gonna
Off the
knock this.
cuff.
We're just gonna
How are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
But it was like-
thank you for coming.
Think about it, what-
Why are you gay? Why are you
He
gay?
didn't even do the intros. He didn't give it a
No, he
minute.
did.
No, I'm just
No, he
saying.
does. He goes,
but I'm just saying. Right after the intros, it's please meet Dr. Joel Reyes. So Joel, how are you? How are things? No, it was just straight.
Why are you gay?
Why?
Immediate.
That's wild.
You know,
Let's
in-
get to the meat and potatoes of the conversation.
in those, I think it's in those foreign countries.
Savage.
It's more direct.
It is,
I think
yeah.
conversation is more direct, and maybe that's good, but maybe it's not good.
I
You know,
I put it this way.
maybe it's better to be direct and not beat around the tush.
They don't worry about the political correctness of
Right.
certain dialogue and certain conversation. I could say Newsmax is like the equivalent to Newsmax is kind of like that. It's like, all right, tonight we turn to activist John Smith, but the first question is, why are you trans? Like, that's Newsmax can get away with that. I guess it's online form, but if they were mainstream TV, they'd have to smooth into it. You know what I mean?
So like this,
They just don't have to do that.
He goes,
Like,
why are you homosexual?
I definitely think that the world could be a little better if people were like effectively communicating with each other as opposed to worrying about if you're going to offend somebody.
Well, we live in
In a sense
we live in cancel culture, man. People. There's such a massive fear being canceled.
So why don't people our age just stand up to it and just be like, bump it? Like people who are 30, 35 and up are just like, dude, bump cancel culture.
And this might
Let's just do what we want.
My thing is this might come back to bite me in the butt in the future, and I really hope it doesn't. But
Arr.
well, I mean,
I hope it does.
we're not big enough to get
Hope I
canceled.
get to bite
we're
you.
not big enough to get canceled. But who's to say we couldn't cancel? My thing is, and that's why I say, like, you can still play it a little unsafe, but as long as
Yeah.
we're not offending people, we should be able to have an open form of open conversation.
It's conversation.
and-
It's not
and
like we're
because
on
here's the
here
thing.
talking, like
The moment I
like
say trans,
downgrading and-
the moment I
Hold
say
on, one at a time.
I'm sorry. The moment I say trans
No.
anything, immediately, we're being targeted. No, I didn't target any group. I just said the word trans. I could have been saying transformer. I could have been talking about Optimus Prime.
Transformer.
Right.
Yeah.
But, and that's
Same
the thing. It's more than meets the eye.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So,
You didn't let me.
but the thing about it is, at the end of the day, right, we're entertainers, we're comedians. Let us be comedians,
Yeah.
right? Because you got to remember, it used to be way more. I'm watching Blazing Saddles right now as we're doing the podcast. Blazing Saddles would not have held up in 2023 because it was brutal. It was savage. And you got to remember, we came up with the George Carlins and the Rodney Dangerfields.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And even wrestling was edgy back in the day, especially during the Raw's War era. I mean, dude, some of the stuff Booker T was saying and Eddie Guerrero and the Latino, dude, it was come on, man. But we watched it every Monday. And then when SmackDown came into fruition every Friday. So it's just, I'd love to get back to a culture where we can just be funny, have dialogue. People don't get offended.
Yeah.
But
Well,
to take it back to your point too, let's have a conversation. If you want to get your point
That's what
across,
I was gonna
but here's
say.
the other piece of the conversation. Be okay with me not accepting your reality.
Yeah.
If we don't disagree, we don't disagree. But unfortunately, we
Well,
live in a
that's-
day and age. It's like, well, if you don't agree with me, then I'm going to get you canceled. And that shouldn't be that way. You have your opinion. I have. The three of us have a difference of
I
opinion,
respect your opinion,
but
I
I'm not
respect your
going
belief,
to unfriend you.
That's not my belief. That's
Right.
not my
And I'm not going to
And-
unfriend you for it. And I just feel
Yeah.
like.
But I'll tell you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me. I have a. So I have these conversations a lot with my son. Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes because as he develops who he is as he gets older and stuff, his opinions start to change. And to think as a parent that we control the opinions of our kids is foolish.
Absolutely.
Off the rip.
Absolutely.
Because they are themselves and they are who they want to be. And just because they sit there and say, and they listen to you while they're in your house, things change.
Yep.
It
Drastically.
is just as like, you know what I mean? So it's just as like, so it's hard for me, but I'm starting to accept that thought that, okay, he's not me.
Right.
He's not going to be what I want him to be. He's going to be himself. And all I can do is try and guide him and teach him right from wrong.
Sure.
But I can't teach him how to do right and wrong, right? Because he's going to do it the way he wants to do it.
Yeah.
But the struggle is sometimes, when he expresses his opinions, it lacks an understanding for other people. So it's harsh or it's judgmental.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get him to understand to separate the person from the, in my belief, the sin, right?
Sure,
The person from the sin.
You have
right?
to.
Separate the sin from the person because that's what I expect people of me, right? I sin. I do things. And if you're not a believer of, anything or whatever, if you do something bad or you do things wrong or you have bad, you harm, whatever, you do things that you just don't feel are right or whatever.
Yeah.
We do these every day. And so I'm trying to get him to understand that it's not, like you say, it's not the person that you have an issue with.
Yeah.
It's not that person. It is, it's because of your beliefs, but it's not your place at all to say anything to that person, to judge that person,
Yeah.
to have a preconception of who this person is based on things that you know about them prior to meeting them. I'm like, dude, you're foolish. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
think that way. And
They
finally at a point now where understands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that some of the effects of being that way around people have kind of like shown him like, oh, holy crap, like I got to be more cognizant of the things that I'm saying, because if I'm not, then the repercussions of my words will play a huge part in having friends or
Yeah.
whether I walk home with people or do things with these people, and it's just, it's tough, but it's
Oh, it
just
is.
trying to get them.
It is. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like their belief systems or for like we always created, their realities are based on the information that they have been presented with in their life.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's the big thing is like, so you might think this way, but this other party that you encounter on a daily basis at school or work, they come from a completely different
correct.
like information.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to take that in. That's why back again, like I was going to say after when Nick was talking, and Nick hit the nail right on the head is
every time.
the whole reason the whole never miss.
Yes, nail that.
Never miss. Bulls.
Strap on your goggles. We're going for a ride.
Get ready to ride. How did
Might not hit
Bullseye?
the stud every time, but I never miss.
Call me a stud missile.
Call me a
the-
stud
but
finder because
the
I see
whole-
three.
The whole concept of us of us bringing this podcast back and doing it is because we wanted to share the cool conversations that we have
Right.
with each other. And
True.
these are the stuff.
Yeah.
This is the stuff we talk about. These are the
Yeah.
conversations
Absolutely
we
is.
can discuss, and talk about. So we don't do it again if you
It's
feel
hard.
like we're offending anyone. We're
Yeah.
not. This is just general conversation that we have between
Yeah.
us.
And
And
This is
if
what-
I'm
this is
offending
what
you,
we would be
say
talking
so.
about sitting in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm offending you, remember one thing I need you to remember when you look at me. Remember this. I'm an idiot.
we all
we
are.
all are. We all
I'm
are.
a fool. I'm a jester.
Yeah.
I'm a goof. I'm
We've never stated we're educated.
a
on
doofus.
any of this.
Yeah.
I am
just-
educated. I'm just an
sure.
idiot.
We're just three guys with microphones talking
Doing
to each
what we
other.
do.
That's all we are.
And listen,
You know?
to that disclaimer, right? If we do offend, let us know. I would much rather know that we offended you. That way we can try to make amends or make an apology than for you to take a conversation where we said out of context and be like, oh, you should have heard what they said about them. That's not the case. Listen, we're just having conversation. And sometimes
Yeah,
it's
and we're always
controversial.
open. Well, we're always open for conversation about a situation if we don't agree.
And listen,
That's how you learn.
we are the most vulnerable we're the most vulnerable ones on this podcast because we're the only ones speaking.
Yeah,
And we have bagged on ourselves, bagged on each other, and we will continue to do so. So, hey, at the end of the day, take a chill pill, okay? Because we're here to make you laugh and have a good time. That's all.
I was about to say, if there is a joke or something to laugh at about this podcast, it is the three people that you're looking at or listening to right now.
How about just laugh?
Agree.
Okay, how about just laugh? If it's funny, laugh.
So,
Gall darn.
check this out.
Go for it.
So the rumors are true. The truth is in. Netflix is about to start banning people from using each other's accounts.
They're going to start
Kind of
charging.
lock it up.
I got to tell you this. I'm pissed.
I heard today that it's
Wait,
$8.
I'm pissed. I'm mad.
Yeah,
I'm not happy about it.
you've been backing that pig.
I feel like if the last name is the same, it should be okay.
That's true.
You know? But then everybody's gonna have the same last name. Hey, bro, make sure you're Michael Reyes.
Yeah.
Put something,
You have to
put
be.
something on Facebook. Like, I'm looking for all the prices
Yes.
in the Kannapolis area.
Clemency's
happy about it.
unite.
I'm upset. It looks like that it's gonna happen
Everybody
that day. Nick, that's one of them T-shirts you see on Facebook. You know those T-shirts that have your like they know your last name, like Reyes's will. You know, Clemency's never quit.
Never
The
quit.
best thing about races are the mustaches.
Hey, don't get it? You wouldn't. It's a Reyes thing.
It's a Clemency thing. You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't.
You wouldn't
It's a
understand.
Reyes thing. Quote unquote. It's a Reyes thing.
It's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
be like Reyes, donde es na?
You know, as funny as it is, like it's like we make fun of it. Imagine the person that shows up to your house like
With that shirt on.
it's a Clemency thing.
Oh, you didn't get one? Let me tell you where to get it.
Cheesy. I think I would have to do my best not to roast. I would look at them and just
100%.
That's like putting your name and then putting circa the year you were born.
Yeah.
hey, I've been EST 1983. Let's go. Let's go.
You better know it.
I gotta say 83 is probably the best year I remember.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down. 83 is
Best
it.
year of the world. Best year of the world's history, I have to say.
Some good stuff came out in 83.
In all of the billions of years, I have to say,
83 is it.
the best month of the best year
September.
ever in the world's history. I claim it now as I say it.
July.
September
83.
1983.
September of 83.
Easily.
Do you remember?
Easily goes to, hey, they say top 10 years and months of the world's history. September 1983 is right there. Yeah, I don't know why I feel that way. I just think it is. When I look at births or things, you know.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that is the best month and year ever in history.
For some reason, I have to agree with you. I don't
History,
know what
Nick.
it is.
History.
I have to agree with you. I don't know why that is. I
You
just
know.
have to agree with
Yeah.
you for some reason.
Some may say July. Some may say August. I say slap yourself, son.
Septembre.
September.
Septembre is where
Is September the best? It's the best. I think of the best day ever is September
Septembre.
19, I don't know my Spanish numbers, 83. 83.
Uno, nueve, ocho, tres. What a cheater way to say 1983. Uno, nueve, ocho, tres.
You're like 1932. 1983.
Am I wrong though? What year were you
It's
born?
not
I
wrong.
was born uno, nueve, ocho,
Que sí.
tres.
Tres.
Claro que sí.
This guy at my work, this Mexican dude works there. He's like, I met him for the first time 2 days ago.
Nice.
And immediately, what's the first thing he says?
Habla español?
You speak the Spanish? I said, you speak the Spanish.
Speaking of Spanish.
But it sounds different when they say it.
Yo
"You speak the Spanish?"
speak of Spanish. Yo.
I said, "You speak the Spanish?" I said, immediately, it's like my gut reaction is
Go
this.
through your head.
No, man.
Just a look.
I'm sorry.
He just smiled
I just
first.
gotta laugh. Like I gotta smile, so I think
Nah.
maybe they think I'm joking, but it's real, so
Nah.
they don't know. Maybe they're questioning.
No.
When I worked at the restaurant, the Mexican dudes, they were like, I think you understand what we're saying. I think you do. I'm like, I don't know. I don't.
Hey, you should say.
I don't know. I don't.
You should just
Never
look at
thought
him and
about
go,
that. It's
hey,
like, you're so full of crap.
no sé, no sé.
What if your whole life,
No,
guys,
sir.
you guys go around this whole time and I can understand Spanish to the fullest?
I'll be mad.
And I'm just like,
I would be
I don't know.
I'd be so mad at you. I would be really mad at
Busted.
you. Like, so you mean this whole time? Hey, tú
He's
hablas
not
español.
What's worse?
See, so like he
Worse.
says,
God
You
dang.
People think you can and you're lying, or
Yeah.
you can and you are lying.
people think you can, you're lying because
Yeah.
they just talk to you. You're just
they
like,
keep talking.
you're just
you're
like,
I have,
why is he smiling? I don't understand why he's smiling.
See? I don't think so.
You know, like so.
See?
So he says to me, he goes, I said, no, man. I was like, and you know, it's so messed up that when you talk to people who don't speak English, you do all this stuff. Like,
do.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like this is me the whole time. Like everything, nah. My dad, my
yeah.
dad, he didn't teach me. He didn't speak to
Right.
me. Like I'm like, what an idiot! Like how stupid do I look? I'm not, but I'm trying to be cool, and then naturally I pick up some Mexican accent out of nowhere. So I'm like, oh no, I don't speak Spanish. No, my dad, he don't speak to me. He don't speak to me. No,
I bet
he's my dad. I go, he's my dad. He's my dad. Like I look like it looks like I'm an immigrant and I sound like an immigrant, but the English version. Like I'm trying to speak English because I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
He's my dad. He goes, but he says, but your face look like you speak Spanish. I said, yeah, I get it. I look like I'm Mexican. And he's like, your face speaks Spanish. And I'm like, oh man. What happened?
That's gotta be a crazy
in my mind, if I'm the guy and you all of a sudden you had an accent, I'd be so pissed off because I'd be like,
Oh, dude,
is he
I
trolling?
can't help
Are
it.
you trolling me or like you playing?
Yeah.
Why you accent?
Pinche cabrón.
Like, why you have accent? Like what is this? What even
All of a
that?
sudden, you got an accent. What's up, man? And you know what I would say if he said that to me? I say. All of a sudden, you speak English. What the hell? That's what I say. So I have a backup plan. I keep that in my pocket.
The
They
greatest
come at
part-
me, I come back.
part-
Oh,
The
I'm
greatest
sorry.
part about all of that is that then he walks over to all the other Hispanic people, and they're
Yeah,
like,
he talks.
"Is he down?" And he's like, "I don't fucking know.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out now."
Because here's the
He
thing,
know like me.
but to your point, like, what if he's faking too? What if he's like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know how to speak it either,
Never know, bro.
but he's
That's real life.
But here's the thing,
But-
you got an out
so
for
that was mine.
Well, here's the thing, Joe.
No, that was
like,
mine.
you have an out for that. You can literally blame it on your dad, like for the rest of your life. You can be like, it's my
Oh, I
dad's
do.
fault.
I do.
Aren't
I
you?
blame him. I condemn him. I tell him, I say to him, I said, man,
You should talk.
you bring it
fault.
up to me.
your
I said,
fault.
you say it to my face. I said, every day I wake up and I say, hola. And it sounds so white.
And no one says
Okay.
anything.
It sounds so white. And I assume that maybe one day my natural instinct will kick in. And after hola will come, como está, mucho bien, or something else.
Something, yeah.
But hey, dude, is what comes out.
Meanwhile, Joel's all, hola, amigo, ¿cómo está usted? Por favor.
What's up, bro? I definitely
Gracias.
try my best. Like, because I have the mustache, I found that
Yeah.
I really Americanize up when I
have
talk
to.
to people at
That's
these
serious.
houses.
You look like
Like,
you drink,
I'm like,
you look like you keep a can of Coors on you at all times.
no. Let me show you something. Let me show you guys one thing.
You got to keep your old Coors on you.
Oh, he's going to get coolers.
If he pulls out a Bud Light, I'm getting off of this. I'm getting off the podcast. I'm out. Uh-oh.
He's already.
Oh, he's probably grabbing the Bobby Boucher. He might be grabbing the Boucher beer. Because he talked about it earlier. Oh. What's wrong with your friend, bro? There's something wrong with him, bro. There's something wrong with Joe.
There is.
Oh, stomach
Dude,
hurts.
I've never taken into consideration that like a Hispanic person thinks he's lying about not speaking Spanish.
Yeah, and he's got some.
That's got to be such a.
Yeah.
That's got to be.
Oh, he changed shirts. There he is. Oh, welcome back.
Hey, how you guys? Hey,
what's
Here
going
for
on?
your
Yeah.
I said, hey. They go, hey, are you here for the electricity? And I'm like, yeah, the name is Joel.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you? How the heck are you?
I wonder if it throws him. I wonder if it throws him off.
No accent.
Because here's the thing, bro.
Radio voice.
Oh, I try.
When you got
I
into
try
the
so
frame, here's the thing. When you got in frame, the first thing I didn't think was Mexican. I thought, look at this cool guy. Look at this guy. Mexican.
This guy, this guy does pizzas.
But then maybe I'm immune. Maybe I'm immune to your look, right? Maybe I've gone.
Oh, you love me.
Maybe I've gone.
You love me.
Yeah, I've gone eye blind.
You're my husband.
I am.
Nick's like, I'm like, man, I gained weight. He goes, I don't see
I
it.
don't see it.
I don't see it.
don't
You
look
look
the same.
exactly like you did when you were 19.
Hey, you still look like Nick Lachey to me, buddy.
God, you're handsomer than ever.
I look at you and I think,
Nick, I gotta tell you something. Nick, 39 has been your best looking year.
I got to tell you, when I look in the mirror, I think to myself,
Yum.
how did I get so lucky?
Lucky.
Huh?
Lucky.
Then I look at my friends and I go, I look at my friends and I go,
Gotta change.
hey,
Lucky.
could I get even more luckier? You know what I mean?
You're about to get luckier because I'm about to change.
Get it off. Talking to, ooh.
It's like a butt crack.
Hey, you look like you got a belly butt.
Like,
Done.
That's a hairline. Look at the hairline.
That's your frontal crack. How you got plumber's crack in the front, bro? You know what I mean?
Oh God.
He's got the old belly butt. Oh, my brain and my head hurts.
We have went all around the map.
God. And there's Joel. There
I
he
gotta
is.
say,
There's Joel back.
let me tell you guys, I one thing I have prided myself in this year, in this podcast in general,
Sure.
I have bared it all.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, you have.
There's not been
Including my wife.
because she saw my butt cheeks. But luckily, here's the good thing about a butt. Here's the good thing about a butt, right? Here's the good thing.
Yeah.
People love butts.
universal.
Right? Oh, no, every butt's
It's universal.
a butt.
It's
Everybody
universal.
has one, yeah.
Like you don't see a butt and go, "That's Charles's butt."
Right.
Yeah.
Like you don't have a clue. Those are just
Hey,
cheeks.
a butt doesn't have a face.
A girl's butt is different. A guy's
Oh,
butt, that's
sure.
just the butt.
Yeah,
it's just a butt.
It's just an extension at this point. It's just
Like, oh, she's like, oh, he has the same hair patch.
exactly.
When you get older, it's like, dudes, like,
Yeah.
oh, it looks kind of like yours. You guys
Like
barely
that
have
one
any
right
cheeks
there,
under
yeah.
there.
Got the,
I call that.
It's like his
I call
his
that
butt
the
looks
pyramid.
like two chins
Yeah.
right there, just two faces. Just
I refer to that as the poop patch because it's right above. You know what I mean? Where it comes
Yeah.
out. Just
two of these is what I got back there.
just two chins.
Just two chins in a hole.
Two chins.
Look at it.
so nasty.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm out of shape. I can't breathe.
Oh, my stomach. I'm Bobby Mom.
That's my bottom of my butt.
I'm farted.
Again, I bear my soul to you all.
Or in this case, you bear
my hole.
You bear your hole.
That's true. I gotta say it's still PG-13 because that's just the mouth and the chin.
That's all it is.
It's all a mouth and a chin. It's definitely up for interpretation.
Oh man.
Sorry,
I'm crying.
Patrick.
Oh man. Oof.
That's
And look,
funny
and
to me.
Pam gets that every night. Lucky.
Every night she gets that chin.
Lucky.
Two of them. One on the left. I think one chin's bigger than the other. The left one's definitely larger than the right.
Easily. Everything.
I can't. I could never do that. I could never make them clap.
You'll make it clap.
It would sound like this, Nick. This is what my cheeks would sound like.
Just solid.
Just two
Just
people headbutting.
just two rams. Just
Look, if I was twerking.
Boop. Sounds like you're knocking on the roof. Like,
Brutal. They're like, poor guy. Golly,
they go-
stop dancing.
They go them two stones back there. Not one or two or three, but four stones. Four stones.
Oh,
For Jean Baptiste Emmanuel Zord.
good. Oh, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
man.
so good. Not even laughing. I'm not
Oh
even laughing.
man. Oh.
I'm not even laughing.
We got about 10
Pat,
minutes to go on
shave
this
your beard.
podcast.
Pat got mustaches.
Joel's calling you out, sir.
Mustache
Your
man.
mustache?
He's saying
His mustache?
he's
And in the last podcast, and the other and like 3 weeks ago, you're like butthole boy. It was just random, like butthole.
Oh,
boy.
I said that. Who said that?
Yeah.
Oh, me. Oh,
You did, yeah.
Who knows what we were talking about?
Before we were doing the sphincter.
Oh
thing,
yeah, butthole. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Butthole
Charlie.
boy.
He goes, butthole boy. And it's just like underneath everybody
It's
else
just
talking.
random. Who knows, man? I just go on a rant. I don't know. I hear things in my head and they come out. You know.
Sometimes things happen, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes
It's this part. It's this part. It's this part. It's the lip to teeth.
sometimes.
You look, Joel. No offense. You remember the show? What was the movie with the mouse, with the mice, and the
Yeah, I know. That was the
big
goal.
red-
Mouse face. It's a mouse face.
He had the Australian accent. But he had
It's
that-
a mouse face.
But he had that
Look
big
at the mouse face. Give me some cheese.
You look like a Chippendale character.
Give me some cheese. I want some of your cheese. I'm a mouse. I'm a big Mexican mouse fan.
I think you're talking about American Tail.
No, it
Oh, my
was.
God.
It was.
It's the fat guy that flies the
Fievel.
plane for.
Yeah.
Chippendale.
Tail's Fievel. American Tail's Fievel.
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
No, not DuckTales.
No,
No.
man. It's the one.
American Tail is Fievel.
No. It's the one with the.
It is Chippendale.
Yeah, it's Chippendale. It is.
Yeah, it is
It's
Chippendale.
the pilot from Chippendale.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has. There's another. You're right about that. You're right.
That's
Sorry about the whole rat face. I
that's
thought
what
it
you're
was so
giving. That's
funny.
what you're giving.
Dude, that's hilarious.
That rat passed all the tests in the lab. Would you call him Splinter?
I would.
I'd call him Simon.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, that was too good. That was
I'm
too
sorry.
good.
I didn't even mean. Dude,
Doesn't
I
the
love
new
these cameras,
does the new
man.
Power Rangers movie come out today?
I'm so excited for it. Is it out on Netflix?
Oh yeah.
Hey, guys, watch it soon because Netflix is not going to let you do it if you're sharing so many things.
That's right. You better get it now.
Yeah, so I just want to let everybody know
That's
that. That's what's happening. It's really
What I
happening.
getting good. Oh man.
Agree, man. This has been fun tonight. I've had a good time.
Oh, he's his name was Gadget Hack Wrench. That's who I was talking about.
Yeah, I
He
just-
told like this. Oh,
He did. He had the jacket. He had the jacket.
I can
That's
see.
right.
hey, that sounds like a
Joel-
wrestler. That sounds like a wrestler's name. I'm Gadget Hack Wrench. No.
Oh, my hair's not, man.
I take it back. It was Monterey Jack. Because remember, he go crazy.
Monterey Jack
He go
is
crazy when he
right,
sees
Monterey
cheese.
Jack.
That's cheese. Yeah.
Got to get the cheese.
Yes. Monterey Jack. That's him. That's who it is.
Look how curious this mouse is.
Ooh, what are you looking for?
I'm seducing you.
Was that a nice piece to give that?
So like you wake up, look, there's a mouse in your chest, and he goes, looks like me.
That's a handsome mouse. I'm keeping that mouse around.
Heck yeah,
mouse-
hire him.
Little mouse smooch.
Hire him. Ratatouille with a booty.
That's it.
Double cheeked up. That's how I gotta do
On
it.
a Thursday. All right, we have filled up that 10 minutes with some funny. Listen, guys, again, want to thank everybody for tuning in. Oh man, I'm literally tired from laughing, but
Nick, look how long my hair's got real
I'm
fast.
about to say, bro, you can almost ponytail that bad boy. You can almost
It's almost back
throw
to
it
the
back.
length it was a while back.
Yeah,
It's getting there. I think
it's
I'm growing it
it's
out.
almost back to classified length. It's almost there, bro.
You know, as an electrician,
Yeah.
I can wear a hat all day
Good.
and wear this hair
you
underneath
go.
there. Nobody has to do. So then,
Right.
when I remove my cap,
Shake it out.
in 2 to 6 months, I'll have long hair down to me neck.
I feel
And I
like
can start having fun with that on the podcast.
I feel like you should go full pony with the mustache.
Dang, pony baloney with the stash.
I have to change your name to Devro.
Devron.
Devron. Yeah.
That way I can go by Ron. There
you go.
Unless you're a lady.
Devron. All right. So this is part of the show. We're moving into our shameless plugs, and we're going to start with Joel Reyes. You're on deck, sir. What you got?
You can check me out on TikTok, which I would like for you to do.
Please do.
at Jinx Shame. You can catch me on Facebook under Joel Reyes, and you can also catch my fan page on there too.
There you go.
We're gonna start posting content hopefully from our Tuesday one or something that is mutual. But until that day, check me out on me links. Not sneaky, but me links.
That's right, because we never sneaks the links. All right,
No.
Patrick, moving on to you, sir.
Tuesday on YouTube, as always. If you're watching this, thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notifications. And like Joel said, we got our Facebook page coming up. It's going to just be Tuesday. It might be Tuesday Pod. We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
As well as TikTok. We're going to start throwing this stuff off on TikTok. So follow everything Tuesday at all of those locations. Tuesday Patrick is on Instagram, and yeah, that's about it for me.
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Moving on to me, you can catch me on TikTok at Nick Clemency Comedy. Of course, as Pat mentioned, you can also catch us on the Tuesday page on TikTok, and then for Instagram, I go by Rick Dynasty 1, RIC Dynasty 1. That's me. And thank you guys again so much for tuning in.
Can I close this
we
out
truly
tonight?
appreciate it. I'm gonna kick it over to Joel, and he's gonna close us out. Let's do it, buddy.
Man, I gotta tell you guys, we had a great time tonight.
Absolutely.
We had so much fun. And I know we ranted a little bit, but dude, it's just out of love. We just we just have a good time. Kiss your friends, tell everybody, not kiss your friends. God,
Kiss him.
make out, lick your friends' tongues, suck on their tongue. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them. If you got problems, squash the beef.
Later.
Have a good day.
Yep.
We love you guys, and we'll see you next week.